Let's bring in our next guest, Rachel Martin. Rachel, how's it going? Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
You guys aren't going to believe this. Rachel works for Homeland Security.
No, I'm a chairman.
Oh, you're a chairman for Homeland Security. What do you have on your hand? Did you write notes on your hand? Did you?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you, and I have epilepsy, and I'm having what I call a bad brain day, which means
I have those myself.
That, I can't, I don't function properly, so sometimes I have to take notes. I think I keep Post-it in business.
Okay.
I have a lot of Post-its in my life, so this is my Post-it today.
I understand. Now, how did you get into this chairman of the Homeland Security?
Well, I've been working with law enforcement since 1999, and the military as well, public safety in general, and I think I was just at the right place at the wrong time. If you want to put it that way. No, I love what I do, and it sounds more important than my position really is, but it's opened a lot of doors for me to do some really good things for our great state and our nation. So I really, really do appreciate it and respect it. I respect it. I respect the position.
Does Homeland Security, is that something that Fresno needs?
It's something that the entire nation needs.
Is there terrorist activity going on in Fresno?
Not activity at the moment. Behind the scenes, there are people being watched here and everywhere.
Are there cells, sleeper cells?
Absolutely.
Here in Fresno?
In Fresno County.
Wow.
People that are being watched. People that are on the FBI's watch list. They are everywhere. We have an FBI office here in Fresno.
Now, what would the terrorists want with Fresno? Why would we be somewhere where they would hit?
Well, right now I think that the main reason that Fresno is beneficial to terrorists is that we're rural and they think that they're safe here versus the big cities where they're more looked at and people are more afraid, and so they do the profiling and so forth. Versus here, it's more politically correct. You don't want to, and they have the big rural areas to do the trainings, the safety zones.
Really?
So yes.
They're doing training in the Central Valley?
Yes, they are. Well, with social media, as technology increases and improves daily, so does the use of ISIS to reach out to anyone that they want to.
Because they're not just recruiting Arabic people.
No, they're not.
They're recruiting Americans.
Yes, they are.
Which
It's shocking.
Shame on them.
Absolutely. Thank you for saying that, because I say that often. And, it's sort of like, I guess people out there you can relate more to because we live in it. The gangs. We have gangs that surround us every day. And the gangs prey on the kids that, don't have parents, broken homes,
right.
They run away. And that's honestly what ISIS now is doing. Their propaganda is saying, come to us, we're going to give you, a family.
We'll feed you and house you.
And not only that, they'll give you a job, they pay them. And they promote the family life, the community, the sense of community, which is obviously very different once they get there, especially for the women. And it's outrageous. It really is. And there are these kids that can't stand their parents. They can't stand their life. They hate school. And as it is in schools, it's really rough. It was rough back when we were in school. You have your bullies and all of that going on, and it's much worse now these days. And then you have social media in your face 24 hours a day, and here's ISIS saying, we love you, come here and do something for the greater cause.
And they're on the social media, aren't they?
They are everywhere. They're everywhere, and they'll do some recruiting on social media, and then once they do their little bit of testing, and then they know that, okay, well, you're not a Fed, or they think at least. Because the Feds, not to worry, the FBI and Homeland Security, different agencies, they are breaking into and catching people almost daily on our homeland as far as being involved in terrorism, whether they're trying to travel overseas or they're trying to do something here on our homeland. It's it's just really, it's sad. It's
You know,
very
this is
sad.
super scary stuff, and I wish I had more time to talk with you about it, but we're running out. Rachel, you'll come back again, won't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I hope so, because I love talking to you, and just opening up the eyes to people of things that are really happening around us from someone who really has insight and knowing that,
Well,
that it
I just,
is.
one thing I have to say to everyone is honestly, just be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of your surroundings, and if you see something that just doesn't make sense to you, call it in. It's better to be safe than sorry.
I like that. Hey, we're going to take off for the weekend. You guys go out and be the best presidents you can be. That's support your local businesses, support your local artists. I'm Chuck Leonard, and I'll see you Monday morning right here on KAIL.